So yesterday I did this whole setup with my phone as my video camera instead of using my shitty GoPro knockoff that I always use for my live streams. And I liked the video quality, but I had it way too low. So now I've got it set on a stack of boxes and some Harry Potter books. And because what else are they good for in 2020? My dog is freaking out in the other room because my dad just left and she wants to go outside with him. Anyway, I thought we would try playing Dangerous Relationship. It is a visual novel that I've played one other visual novel by this company before, and I didn't like it. So tips for life. Don't record from a lower angle. You'll look like you got 8 chins, even if you hardly have one double chin. Recording from a vaguely up angle is much more flattering. And if you're gonna be like, Devin, what the fuck is your hair doing? I don't know. It's flopping around the way it wants. It's living its life. Let's play the fucking game. Yeah. Men of Yoshiwara Kikuya. That's the one I played. I didn't like it. The first route I did, it turned out that the main character was related to the boy, but then I think it turned out they weren't actually related, but they might have actually still been related in the end. I don't remember. I didn't really like him that much either. Wasn't really my thing. Beep beep. The alarm clock at the side of my bed noisily beeped away. The best way to start any story with an alarm clock going off. It's so original, no one's ever done it before. Just 5 more minutes. Still half asleep, I sluggishly drooped my hand over the clock and silenced it. Wait, it's already this late? I've gotta hurry. When I finally squinted a drowsy eye at the clock, the time it showed me gave me a fright. This music isn't obnoxious at all. Shoot, I was supposed to be in early at work today. I'm gonna turn the music down just a wee bit. I can just turn it on or off. There's no volume option. Great. Love it. I hastily threw on some clothes and head to my job as a stylist. It was my job today to pick out wardrobes and decorate the set of a new drama being filmed. Primarily, I was responsible for making sure the actors looked and dressed the part. That typically meant the stylist would arrive before the actors, but gosh, I'm so late. I would just barely make it in time for the shooting, but he was probably waiting already. When I remembered his face, a sigh escaped out of my lips. I've got no time to waste. I hurried to the studio, but the alley out front was swarming with female fans. Ryue, shake my hand. Sign this for me, please. Me too, over here. The rabid and zealous fans formed an impassable wall blocking my path to the studio. I'm never gonna get through there. Something was causing a commotion and blocking my way through. What's your name? I'll address it for you. Oh my god, really? Thank you so much. I've been a fan since you debuted. Sign this for me, please. Here, thanks. Wait, isn't that who I think it is? Helplessly surrounded by the wall of women was Ruhei Shindo. He was a singer in the insanely popular idol group New Voice. As I looked on, the cluster of fans around him grew and grew. Sign this! Sign this! It didn't look like I could force my way through, but there wasn't any time to find a way around. I have to leave. I can't stay here forever. Ruhei glanced toward the studio building with some concern showing on his face. He was probably trying to make his way inside too. I'm going to be late if this keeps up. I gotta do something. Searching through my bag, I pulled out a pair of sunglasses. Hey, there you are, Ruhei. I finally found you. I mustered my loudest voice and shouted as I shoved my way towards Ruhei. Scared off by my brazen entrance, the crazy girls gave me some room to maneuver. I used that chance to plow through the crowd and get near him. Come on, you're going to be late for the shooting. Off we go. Wrapping my arm around his and rushing through the crowd, I pretended to be from the shooting staff. Huh? We can force our way through the studio. Come on. I whispered to him in a muted voice as we pushed our way forward. Sorry, everyone. It looks like I've got to go. Thanks for coming to see me. I'll miss you. He smiled and waved to his fans as I dragged him away. I thought my cover would be blown there for a minute, but we made it through successfully. Phew, I think we're safe now. I take refuge in a small alley close to the studio. I try to catch my breath. Thanks, you saved me back there. He clasped my hands inside of his and grinned. His charming smile throttled my heart and made it skip a beat. No problem. I was in a hurry, too. Sorry about that. I didn't know so many fans would jump me there. Be careful. You're too popular for your own good. You can use these if you'd like. I offered him my sunglasses I used to disguise myself. Really? Thanks. You're so kind. He flashed another smile that sent a tremor through me. It wasn't good for my heart to be on the receiving end of that smile. Oh, your bag's dirty. It must have rubbed against something while we were running. Here, use this. Ryuhei handed me a handkerchief, almost like he was exchanging it for the sunglasses. Oh, it's fine. No, I insist. Well, I'd better get going. Thanks again. I really appreciate it. Ryuhei waved his hand energetically at me as he ran off. If I was going to make it in time, I'd have to hurry up too. Huh? What's this? Something he dropped? I spotted Ryuhei's card to enter in the studio lying on the ground. He probably needs this. I've got to get it to him somehow. Just then, my cell started ringing in my bag. Hello? Where the heck are you? You're supposed to get here before me. On the other end was the actor I was in charge of, Kei Toyonga. I'm so sorry. I'm coming right away. Be here in 1 minute or you'll be punished. You've got to be kidding me. Hurry it up. He cut the call short without letting me speak another word. Better not be any later than I already am. I was going to just leave Ryuhei's card at the studio lost and found. Kei wasn't going to let me be even a second late. I slipped into the waiting room with not a second to spare. You're late. What an ass. He seemed pretty angry with me already. I'm really sorry. I stood at the doorway bowing over and over, but it did not quell his anger. Is that how it works here? The actor waits for the stylist? His bitter shouts reverberated the thin walls of the waiting room. I'm sorry. Kei Toyonага was a rising star with a great talent in acting. His mischievous antics made him popular with the ladies, but he was more of a devil than they know. You got some guts, kid. You're risking your job making me wait like this. I'm very sorry. I'll get started at once. You better. Isn't that what you get paid for? Yes, I'm sorry. What an ass. Ugh. It was completely my fault for being late, so I couldn't talk back. Instead, I could only apologize by putting his wardrobe together. Please change into this. I timidly held out his outfit, but was too frightened to look him in the eye. Hey! Kei hollered at me while he yanked my arm and grabbed my jaw with his other hand. You look so gloomy, it's making me sick. His face loomed close and his eyes bored into me, making my pulse race faster and faster. Smile. Huh? Smile? You might not look as goofy if you just smiled. Guys telling women to smile. I couldn't imagine smiling after just being yelled at by him. Forcing myself to chuckle, I mustered a pitiful smile. Look at you, giggling after coming to work late. You're hopeless. As usual, I suffered through his verbal assault but managed to survive the morning. Looks good. We'll fix up the little parts when it gets closer to the actual shooting. My empty stomach grumbled loudly. I tried to hide the sound from Kei's discerning ears, save he yelled at me again. Eat it. A cream puff was suddenly shoved in front of my face. I thought for sure he would get mad at me, but this time I must have been lucky. Kei acts nasty to me a lot, but it's times like this that keep me from hating him. Oh, he's occasionally nice. He's like, here, eat something, starving bitch. And she's like, I can't hate him, even though he verbally assaults me and is like, smile, you'll be prettier. Like, I can't hate him. Ugh. Thank you. Biting into it, I fully expected to enjoy a fluffy and delicious treat. Ugh. However, the bitter flavor of wasabi tormented my taste buds. By the way, that's wasabi flavored. Ugh. My hands floated in the air as I searched for water to wash it down. Delicious, huh? Glad you like it. Can't have your stomach growling during the shooting. Eat 'em all, got it? Ugh. If you're looking for a drink, there ain't any here. He strolled casually out of the waiting room. He really was a devil. You still don't hate him, bitch? I ignored the terrible flavor still lingering on my tongue and followed Kei to the studio. Today, we would be doing the filming of a drama. You need to use more emotion here. Feel the character. That's what I've been doing all along, buddy. Yes, but not him again. We're pressed for time as it is, and to top it off, we have to deal with him. Why is he so cheeky? He's an actor. All he has to do is what he's told. Not much of an actor, even. He's always typecast in the same evil role. While watching the filming, I overheard some snarky comments from the staff. With just a few more bad takes, the filming for the day had finally completed. Good work, everyone. Fortunately, my oversleeping hadn't caused any big problems, and I was ready to put the mishap behind me. What do you think you're doing? Going home already? Huh? You still haven't gotten your punishment. I will literally kill you. Kay wrapped his cold fingers around my nape and led me forward. He's making me uncomfortable. In here. He brought me to a waiting room different than the one we used this morning. The room was riddled with outfits and clothes strewn about. Pick this all up and take it to cleaning, got it? But if you don't hurry it up, someone's gonna yell at you for this mess. See you later. Did he make this mess? Did he make a mess and be like, clean it up, bitch? Because I was like 3 minutes late because I was helping someone else. And then you gave me wasabi, cream puffs and didn't tell me they were wasabi and wouldn't give me a drink. Like, dude. Rude. He walked away, leaving me alone in the filthy room. Guess I've got no choice. I began to take the clothes off the floor and folded them up nicely. Just then, the doorknob rattled and a young man came walking in. I scrambled to hide myself behind something. I crouched down and took refuge in the shadows. Damn it, I hate signing shit. Why are the fans always so damn loud anyways? Told my manager I wasn't going to do any more of this bullshit. Very disgruntled name named Taiga Seba walked into the room muttering curses. He was a magazine model with many talents that appeared often in shows and venues. His wild, playful, and energetic appearances on TV had earned him a huge following, though in fact he acted nothing like he did on stage. He slovenly fell onto the sofa and continued grumbling rude comments. Act nice for the cameras, be wild and playful on TV. I'm sick of it. It's all a bunch of bullshit. I was at a loss of what to do. I couldn't just come out of hiding and say hello. The very moment my phone received a message. It was in silent mode, but it wouldn't stop vibrating. Taiga eventually took notice and came walking towards me. Our eyes met in an awkward moment. Frightened as I was, he suddenly flashed me a brilliant smile. Sorry, did I scare you? I got here early. My last job ended ahead of schedule. I'd seen that very smile on television many times before. It was his stage smile, nothing more than a huge act. Sorry if I interrupted your work. No, it's okay. He was acting a little awkward, having blown his act in front of me earlier. Oh, alright. It's my fault for not finishing sooner. I'll leave at once. I hurried to pick up all the clothes and make my exit as soon as possible. Need a hand? I'm fine. It'll only take a moment. He watched on curiously as I flustered with the clothes. His gaze pierced sharply into my side. Did you overhear that earlier? Overhear what? I decided to feign ignorance. Nothing. If you didn't hear anything, that's good. It seemed my deception had somehow fooled him. This is the last of it. I packed up the last of the clothes while feeling pressured by the tense atmosphere. Please excuse me. Hold on a second. Yes, what is it? You know, maybe it's fate we met here. What's your name? I'm Sloot Thought. Really? Lovely. Let me sign something for you. I thought you hated signing. Shit, you heard that after all. His manner of speaking immediately turned vulgar. Hey, you. Yeah? Taiga glared at me with a scowl on his face. You better not tell anyone about this. You're sick of all this bullshit. Damn it, you heard everything, son of a bitch. Yeah, of course she heard everything. Are you stupid? I think she was just trying to be polite. Like, I would just assume they were trying to be polite and not, just be like, oh, no, nothing. I didn't hear anything. Like, it's not her place. Like, obviously, he wants to make sure this doesn't get out to, like, paparazzi and shit like that and be like, Taiga's a fucking asshole. But, like, of course she heard it, you dip. His real behavior was the complete opposite of how he acts on screen. What the hell is that face for? You're just so different than on TV. Shut up. It's not like I want to act like that in the first place. Then why do you do it? Because I have to for work. You won't speak a word of this to anyone or else. You understand? Everyone in this game is an asshole. He chased me into the corner and slammed his hand violently against the wall. Everyone in this game is an asshole. The first guy didn't seem bad, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's awful too, considering. Having him pressed right up against me, I couldn't even let out a squeak. The hell? You're not bad. Maybe I should keep your mouth shut with my... What the fuck? That's sexual harassment. I'm just doing my job. He glared at me with eyes like a wolf watching his prey. His face mere inches from mine, my heart pounded inside my chest. If you aren't saying no, then silence is not consent, fuckboy. The warmth of his breast, the warmth of his breast. The warmth of his breath brushed my cheek as his lips came closer and closer. I screamed in my mind, but the words just wouldn't come out. Just then the door of the waiting room swung open. Hey, what are you doing to her? It was Subaru Oshima, the rock star, that had entered the room. Jerk. Taiga muttered softly while reluctantly pulling his hand away as he turned around. What are you trying to pull? Nothing. Look at her, you're scaring this poor girl. You've got to be more delicate. He didn't really do anything. It's okay. Yes, he did. What the fuck? You lying. Little, I get that you're just trying to, like, avoid conflict or whatever. Or maybe you genuinely don't think he did anything. But, like, fuck, girl, no. Are you sure? Yes. Well, alright. Not a word of this, girl. Taiga leaned towards me and whispered quietly into my ear. I won't tell anyone, I promise. In turn, I whispered back to him. Good. With that, he made his departure out of the room. What the heck is the matter with that guy? Sorry, I should have come sooner. No, it's okay. It's my fault for being slow anyway. You look so afraid, but you're covering for him. You're such a kind person. That's not necessarily a kind person. She could just feel like she has to, because he's literally threatened her multiple times. No, I'm not. Aw, don't be so modest. You are nice. At least I think so. I hope he knows us, but I'm assuming he doesn't know us. But he's acting like, no, I know you're nice. I don't like it. And you're the one who's nice. Me? Really? You saved me. Plus, you apologized, even though you didn't do anything wrong. I can tell you're really kind. When you say it like that, it's embarrassing. Not that I mind hearing it. Thanks. A lovely smile blossomed across his face. It healed my heart and lifted my spirits up immediately. Subaru really seemed like such a nice person. Well, thank you. I must be going. Oh, that was sweet. Thank you. I must be going. Sure thing. You take care now. I will. I walked out, leaving Subaru and his charming smile behind. He's such a nice guy, that Subaru. If he hadn't come at that very moment, I might have ended up kissing with Taiga. Yeah, right, like that would ever happen. I need to finish up and get out of here. After taking Kei's clothes to cleaning, I left for home. Oh yeah, I stopped at the place I ran into Ryuhei this morning. Having lost his entry card, I hoped he'd manage to get out into the studio on time. Hey, look who it is. A voice called from behind as someone slapped me on the back. Whoa, you scared me. Don't do that to me. I was so surprised at seeing you here. I just couldn't help myself. Headed for work? Are you crazy at this hour? Do you even know what time it is? Oh, no, I'm not a watchdog. That was awful. Who the fuck is this person? They're just friend. Are they going to get a name? Do they not have a sprite? Are they just random friend? Quality writing, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. You've got to stop it with the bad puns. I don't know, I thought it was a good one. Meeting my old friend from school made it feel just like the old times. If I see you again, I'll surprise you with a better one. I gotta get going though. I went shopping on the clock. See you later, alright? Yeah, let's go drinking together sometime. My friend waved merrily to me as she walked off. She was always such a busy girl in school, but it looks like that hadn't changed a bit. Shoot, I'm gonna miss the crosswalk. I scurried across the walkway while the walk signal flashed red. Slam. As soon as I got to the other side, I had run straight into someone by accident. Yeah! I was falling. My eyes squeezed shut as I braced for the impact. Watch out! For some strange reason, I didn't hurt at all. Blinking my eyes open, I saw the face of a man looking at me with concern. So many beautiful men I'm meeting today. Right in front of my eyes was a Kirisenba. And they're all famous! Like, I understand why she works in a studio. Like, there's gonna be famous people around, but she's acting like she's never met these people before, and they're all just like, hello, hello, hello. Except for, obviously, the one that she works for, but, yeah. It's a little coincidental. Maybe every day is like this. Right in front of my eyes was Akira Senba. He was one of the comedians in the famous Sonogi duo comedy group. Sorry, I didn't see you there. His arms around me stopped me from falling. He let me go with a blushing red face. Thank you. You're welcome. I felt so embarrassed the words wouldn't come out of my mouth. Are you okay? Feeling dizzy at all or anything? I'm fine, really. It was just in a hurry and I wasn't looking. I'm terribly sorry. So you're good then, right? Yes. Thank goodness. A carefree smile creased across his face. It was the same honest, kind-hearted face that he had on TV. Sorry, I was just admiring your smile. His face bloomed red when he heard my compliment. I was stunned to see he even reacted to it. I had no idea he was such a genuine person. Really? Yeah, it looks good on you. It was my turn to blush. Thanks, that really means a lot to me. Thank you too. I would have a bruise on my head if not for you. Can I call you Akira? Yeah, I'd like that. It would be so weird being someone that like people recognize, and like he didn't know if we knew he was famous or not, and then she's just like, so can I call you your name? Like he hasn't introduced himself, unless he has, in which case I'll probably just cut this part out of me rambling about this, but like that would be so weird to just be like walking down the street and people are like, oh hi, your name. Like I don't know who the fuck you are. Why do you know me? Yeah, I'd like that. He spoke softly with a dazed expression on his face. Like, I'm sure you'd get used to it, but it would be weird. He spoke softly with a dazed expression on his face. Akira? Oh, sorry. I'm just glad to know you aren't hurt. Thanks to you. Well, I'm gonna get going. Right, okay, see you later. I thanked him one last time and left. A minute later, I paused in my tracks when I realized what he had said. Had he recognized me as someone from the studio? I was in charge of Kai now, but I was in charge of Kay now, but it would be so nice to get assigned to Akira. Gosh, so much happened to me today. I had woke up late and ran into Ryuhei in the alley. You're so kind. Yeah, literally, like, everyone is like, oh, you're so nice and kind. You're so kind. Like, you don't know me. I could be a serial killer that's just so happened to help you, you know? No? Okay. Remembering his charming smile warmed my heart. However, getting yelled at Kay ruined all that. I think it meant to say getting yelled at by Kay, but whatever. You're late. Having Kay yell at me like that was really frightening sometimes. Maybe I should keep your mouth shut with mine. Yeah, we were almost sexually assaulted today. Cornered and almost kissed by Taiga. It was Subaru who came in and rescued me. Sorry, I should have come sooner. I could tell what a genuinely nice person he was. Akira seemed to be a real treat, too. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Just in case you didn't get that these are all the boys you have a chance to romance. They're giving you nice little flashes to them now in the prologue, so that you'll remember which one is which when you select your stories. I'm pretty sure in these games you usually, like, I don't know, at least in the other one I played, you, like, selected the route you wanted to go on. It wasn't like, pick your own thingy and see where you end up. The other one of these games that I played from the studio was you selected the character and then you were on their route. Which I don't mind those games. I prefer... I'm easily distracted. I don't mind games that are this style though, like where you pick the route. Because We're Here is set up like that, and that's like one of my favorites. It's so good. It's just the writing is like super duper quality though. The actual like choices you make and stuff don't make the hugest difference usually. The game kind of just keeps on keeping on, and what you're doing, you'll just get a couple CGs and like, you know, whatever. But the writing's so good. I love it so much. I'll stop talking about it now, but yeah, that's a good one. Sorry, I didn't see you there. He had snatched me out of the air and brought me safely into his arms. Who would have thought I would have met 5 famous people today? Just thinking about it was exciting. Okay, so she hasn't even worked with Kay before. Kay seems so comfortable with her. I assume they'd been working together for a while and she knew like he was an asshole. But she's like, I met 5. I don't know. I'm over analyzing what they're talking about, trying to figure out shit. None of it matters. Someone spent like 20 minutes writing this game. That's a joke. I'm sure they spent longer than that. I'm just not a fan of mobile otome games. Yeah, they're not my thing. And I know that I think these were originally released on mobile and then ported to Steam. And I'm much more likely to play a mobile Ultimate game if it's ported to Steam, where I can just buy it all at once and not have to worry about it. Because fucking microtransactions or sitting there and waiting for tickets so you can read 3 sentences and then wait 3 more hours to read 3 more sentences, that drives me crazy. So I don't do that. But I'll give you like $10 for your fucking game if you put it on Steam. Even if I could have played it for free on my phone, but it's the convenience of being able to read it all at once and not buying tickets and shit. Just thinking about it was exciting. I met all sorts of actors and idols all the time being a stylist. However, it never happened quite like it did today. It was undoubtedly a very lucky day for me. Okay, so at least she is like, sometimes I do meet famous people because I'm a stylist who works at a studio. But today was different. Tomorrow's a new day. Okay, we can... Ryuhei Shindo, a 21-year-old member of the idol group New Voice. His popularity comes from his masculine demeanor, which acts as a contrast to his cute and charming appearance. He often becomes single-minded in his extreme devotion to achieve his goals. To avoid tabloids and rumors, he doesn't associate with women much at all. A popular 28-year-old rising star actor, he has a twin brother named So, who is also a famous actor. While his mischievous antics make him popular with ladies, he's more of a devil than they know, a bit of a sadist. He itches to twist and tease anyone he meets. He enjoys toying with women more than he should. A 23-year-old magazine model. His wild and playful manner on stage and entertainment shows earns him a large female following. He acts amiable and witty on TV, but is in fact a quiet, short-tempered, and arrogant young man. He needs someone to help him relieve the stress of maintaining his facade. A 25-year-old singer who goes by the stage name Ryu. He debuted in a rock group 3 years ago. His creative and deep lyrics make him a hit with the ladies. A thoughtful and sensitive man, he has become disgusted with the despicable and shameful entertainment industry. A 25-year-old comedian who has become the latest craze. As half of the comedio duo Sonogi, he has earned his fame as a witty and clever jokester, but he has extended his talents into singing, modeling, and other entertainment acts. He enjoys making people laugh, which made him pursue his comedian career. He has an open and honest heart, and thanks to his many sisters, knows how to act like a true gentleman. And those are our boys. So I think in the next episode, we will choose who we want to go for, but we're going to leave it at this for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.